Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make a car chassis that can drift, park, and it has suspension. So in order to get started, you want to make sure join surfaces is on and click on model and make sure constraint details and draw on top is on. Now let's get started. First you want to make a cylinder and you want to make this be the wheel. So just make it like this. And then you want to add a part and make it in the middle of the wheel, something like this. And you want to move it back and create a hinge. And the first attachment needs to go on the block, and the second one will go on the cylinder. So now you want to move both attachments to the same position as each other. So like this. And this will be our motor. And this will be our left front wheel, so LF for short. Now you want to make another part and make it the same size as the last one and make it a little higher like this and create a spring. This will be the suspension of the vehicle. So if you run this game, the spring will go all over the place. We want to be in a straight line, so in order to do this you want to create a prismatic constraint and click on both the attachments that the spring is connected to. What a prismatic constraint does is it makes a line like this and makes sure any constraint that's connected to these two attachments will stay in this line. So now as you can see, the spring sprays the same line as each other, so it's good. And now we want to make another part and position it something like here. Now you want to make another hinge and click this part and then this part. This hinge will be the servo, which will rotate the wheels of the car. And we're going to have two of these, so name this servo 1. And change the acculator type to servo and angular speed to 6, servo max torque to 10,000. And you want to rotate this downwards, so you want to make sure this brown thing is this yellow line is pointing downwards. And you want to do this for both attachments, so like this. Make sure they're like this. And you want to make this hinge a motor. Now the motor max torque will be 10,000. Now run this, and yeah, that's it for the wheels. We can group this if you want, and wheel. Now you want to duplicate this. Oh, I put on collisions, okay. You want to place it somewhere like here, and then rotate it this way. And now you want to make the body of the car, and put it somewhere like this. Make sure it's connecting to the other blocks, and something like right here. I think this is big enough. And add a vehicle seat and and put it on the body of the car, so like this. Make sure to test it, just press play here and make sure the guy is facing the correct way. So if he's not, then you want to rotate the wheel 180 degrees. Okay, so this our other servo right here, and we want to name this servo 2. And if you don't notice, to move your camera slower, you hold the shift key. It's pretty helpful. And yeah, so click on this hinge constraint, and this will be the RF, which is on the right side in front. And then you want to duplicate this wheel. Just CTRL plus D to duplicate, and put it on the other side. And then do the same thing for this one, duplicate it. But for the back wheels, these are the back wheels, we don't need this hinge constraint, so we can delete these attachments. So delete the hinge constraint first and then the attachments. Okay. Now, if you press play, make sure it's connected. As you can see, it's not connected for some reason. So if so, just move the blocks. What did I just... Oh, constraint details, okay. Okay, so like this. So this connected, but this not, so let's test it now. Okay, now it's connected. So it's these bricks that you want to move up and then down again. And now as you can see, it's connected. Okay, great. And now you want to group all this and put a script and delete the default code. Now you want to get all the hinge constraints by clicking on this hinge constraint, holding shift, clicking on the next hinge constraint, and then the next one, and the last one. And you want to click, okay. So if something like that happens, then you want to try it again. Click on this one, click this one. By the way, if you make a mistake, CTRL plus Z undoes the inaction, or you can just press the button right here. So now you need to click on the hinge. But as you can see, I click on the model 2 for some reason. Okay, let's test this one more time. Click on these hinge constraints and put it inside this model. Okay, this will be the car. And then get the servos, so right here for the servos. So servo 2 and servo 1. And I thought I added a script, but I don't know, I guess I didn't. And make sure these hinges are inside the script and the servos are inside the script too. Okay, now that's all you need. You can close all these parts. So we're not working with them anymore. Great. Now you want to do name this controller and do game.getService run service heartbeat connect function. So this will connect a function and script lf. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, this the rf, this rb because it's in back, and this lb. Okay, left back. Script lf angular velocity equals, and you want to make a variable called speed. Speed equals 100 and local turn angle equals 45 equals speed times script parent vehicle seat throttle. You want to duplicate this by selecting all the codes CTR plus C, CTR plus V, and duplicate 4 times. Now LB, RF, RB, and script parent servo 1. Actually, not script parent, script servo 1. Actuator. So this one right here. No, not target angle. Sorry. Target angle equals turn angle times script parent vehicle seat steer. Then copy this code, except change servo 1s to servo 2. Now press play here. And it turns right, but when I press the up button, it just turns around. This means that we need to change the values, so change the right wheels to negative, put a minus sign beside the speed for the right wheels, like this. Okay, and it moves perfectly. And basically that's a basic car with suspension. If you want to watch further into this video, I'll be making a parking system and a left shift to drift system. And it will be really short. As you can see, it bounces a lot. And if you go over this part right here, I mean it can, like this. And you can increase the suspension by increasing the size, but we'll get to that later. Right now we'll do the parking system, so add a script in starter character scripts, a local script. Delete the code and get the run service. And heartbeat connect function. And you want to get the user input service. Input began. Connect function. And then input. And then you want to copy this, paste in here, except input ended. And you want to do local parked equals false. Local drifting equals false. And then if input key code is equal to enum key code p, then parked equals true. And then if input key code is equal to left shift, then and then drifting equals true. You want to copy this, paste it in here, and then change these values to false. And then you want to do for the run service, for IV appears workspace get descendants do if v name is equal to controller. So you want to get all the car scripts in the workspace. And you want to make a remote event inside the controller. Then v remote event fire server parked and drifting. Now you can X out the local script, that's all we need from the player. And then script.remote event on server event connect function parked and parking and drifting. If parking, then and you want to make another variable called parked if local parked equals false. So if parking, then if script parent vehicle seat velocity magnitude is less than 5, then player. You want to get, because it automatically gets the player first. So if script parent vehicle seat occupant not equal nil and script parent vehicle seat occupant parent name is equal to player name, and then you want to enter, and script parent vehicle velocity magnitude is less than 5, then parked equals true. So parked equals parking actually. And then if drifting, then turn angle equals 90. Else turn angle equals 45. So now press play here. So as you can see, but wait. First we want to collect this data. If this, then we can move forward. So if script parent vehicle seat, then parked equals parking. And then if drifting, okay, like this. So as you can see, I'm going straight. I turn, but if I hold shift down, I turn even more. And if I'm going less than 5 speed, then I could park my car, but it doesn't do anything. So what we need to do is, if not parked, then, so like that. So if I press P, oh no, yeah, something's wrong in the local script. Park equals not parked instead. And delete this from the user input service input ended. So as you can see, I press the P button, I can't move. I release it, I can move. I'm going less than 5 kilometers. Wait a minute. Maybe it should be more. So less than 20. So yeah. So else if parked, then, and you want to get all this and just do 0 for all of them. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. So if I press P while I'm going less than 20 kilometers, I park. But if I press P again, I'm not parked anymore and I could go. If I press left shift, I turn even more. And you can add some cool particles too if you want. But that will be for another video. But these are the basics basically. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, see ya.